This manual is specialty speeches, and this speech focuses on speaking in praise. Many famous people are put on a pedestal for what are seemingly superficial accomplishments. It's not often that we run across an individual who is truly worthy of our admiration on many different levels. Wayne is here today to tell you about such an individual. Please help me welcome Wayne Osenkarski, my kind of guy, Wayne Osenkarski.
Do we have any fans of the National Football League here tonight? Raise your hand if you do. Tell me if this brings back any memories from the past couple of decades. Peyton Manning, back to pass. He spots an open receiver. Manning fires! Touchdown! Peyton Manning! Wow, does that bring back some great memories for me. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, I am a born and bred Chicago Bear fan, but I'm not intransigent. Did I pronounce that right? Intransigent? I recognize greatness in the bout of someone special when the need arises. I really like and admire Peyton Manning. So if you give me a few minutes, I'm going to tell you some of those reasons why, and maybe you'll come to like him a little more too. I like Peyton Manning because he was a great athlete. He recently retired, but over a breathtaking 18-year career in the NFL as a quarterback, he broke nearly every significant passing record. Was most valuable player of the league 5 times. Had 14 4,000-yard passing seasons. Won 2 Super Bowls. Only quarterback to do so with 2 different franchises. Fortunately, one of them over our Chicago Bears. As I recall, he kicked our butt pretty good that day. But he was a great athlete. Now, some of you might be thinking, especially if you're not a football fan, well, okay, he was a great athlete. So what? There's lots of great athletes. But with Peyton Manning, there's more. So much more. I really like what he did to improve the image of the state of Indiana and his dominance. Because of his dominance in the league, he turned a state that was mainly known for its basketball fanaticism into pigskin diehard fans. The Indiana State Museum curator said, without Peyton Manning, there never would have been a Super Bowl played here. Lucas Oil Stadium never would have been built. In fact, the Colts probably would have moved to Los Angeles a long time ago. I appreciate Peyton Manning for what he did to bring honor and glory to the state. But there's more. I like Peyton Manning's work ethic, admire it. Susan recently gave a speech where she talked about how phenomenal success is really the result of hard work and preparation, and nobody prepared better or harder than Peyton Manning. He was lauded for it throughout his career by his coaches and fellow players. He was usually the first player at the facility in the morning and the last player to leave at night after studying game film. In his own words at his retirement speech, he said, you know, there was other players out there more talented than I was, but no one could out-prepare me. I went out there every week to give my team the best chance to win, and that's why I can walk away from the game with no regrets. I really admire that. I think the thing I like most about Peyton Manning, though, is his ability to give back. Since his rookie year in 1999 when he joined the Colts, he started the Payback Foundation, spelled P-E-Y-B-A-C-K. And since its inception, they have funneled more than $10 million worth of funds into programs for at-risk and disadvantaged youths. They have supplied Thanksgiving meals over the past 10, 15 years. Last year, supplying more than 2,000 meals to families that were underprivileged in Denver and Indianapolis, feeding over 20,000 people who wouldn't have been celebrating Thanksgiving with a meal otherwise. After Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans, Manning's hometown, he and his brother Eli personally distributed 30,000 pounds worth of goods to the victims who were in need. He has been heavily involved in the St. Vincent Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. Passionately supported it, been a huge fundraiser. In fact, He's done so well with them that they actually renamed the place, this Peyton Manning Children's Hospital at St. Vincent in 2009. And he doesn't just support them financially. It's said that to this day, even though he hasn't been in Indianapolis in a long time, he actually calls the young patients in their hospital rooms, talks about their feelings for the future, how their treatment's going. Is there anything that can be done to make their stay a little more comfortable? Did something similar after the theater shootings in Aurora, Colorado. Manning called the survivors in their hospital rooms to cheer them up. Made an absolutely surprise visit to an elementary school where one of the students had been a victim of the shootings. And the thing that amazes me the most is that they didn't approach him. The day after the shootings, he went to his community's outreach department and said, "What can I do to help? Tell me, let me do something." But I think my favorite Manning story concerns a woman by the name of Carrie Boleg. She was a stage 4 breast cancer victim from Greenwood, Indiana. And she just felt she wanted to write him a letter thanking him for everything he did to inspire her, both as a player and what he did off the field. Now, keep in mind, she didn't ask him for anything, just wanted to get that out there and show him appreciation. But when Manning got that letter, he flew her and her husband to Denver for 2 days to meet the players and coaches, tour the facility, gave them sideline passes before the game and tickets to last year's season opener. Now, I would love to tell you more about what Peyton Manning does for the community, but I can't because I'm limited to a 7-minute speech here. But he does a lot. I want to share one more thing with you. Does anyone here know what his major was in college at the University of Tennessee? He was a speech communication major. He's one of us. He believes in the art of verbal communication, studying it, and getting good at it. So, friends, we're never going to hear any more about those touchdown passes from Peyton Manning on the football field. But because of his drive to succeed, his willingness to relentlessly prepare, and passion for giving back, you can bet that Peyton Manning is going to score a lot more touchdowns in life. Thank you, Peyton. Madam Toastmaster.